We've seen 50 Cent take down empires. We've seen him dismantle Ja Rule, Rick Ross, and his own G-Unit soldiers. But what just leaked from a private rehearsal in an undisclosed location in Las Vegas isn't just a boss being tough. It is a calculated, cold-blooded humiliation of a loyal staff that has left the industry paralyzed with fear. The footage, which surfaced on a private Discord server before being scrubbed by lawyers, shows a side of Curtis Jackson that even his most diehard fans are calling demonic. We aren't talking about a simple shouting match. We're talking about 50 Cent standing over a veteran sound engineer, a man who's been with him for a decade, and systematically destroying his soul in front of a room full of people. The tension in that room was so thick you could cut it with a knife, and the most terrifying part? 50 Cent wasn't even screaming. He was whispering. And those whispers are currently ending careers as we speak. If you thought you knew how ruthless the G-Unit mogul could be, you have seen nothing yet. Because what he reveals about his staff's disloyalty in the final seconds of this tape, it changes everything we know about the G-Unit empire. Stay tuned, because the shark just smelled blood in the water, and he's not letting anyone out of the tank alive. To understand the sheer magnitude of this new viral video, you have to understand the environment of G-Unit. For over 20 years, 50 Cent hasn't just been a rapper, he's been a general. And in a general's world, there are no mistakes, there are only casualties. Curtis Jackson didn't survive being shot 9 times and become a billionaire by being nice. He did it by demanding a level of perfection that would break a normal human being. But lately, whispers from inside the camp suggest that the line between high standards and psychological warfare has completely vanished. This isn't the first time we've seen 50 pushes people to the edge. Think back to the legendary fallout with Young Buck, where 50 didn't just fire him, he recorded his tears and played them for the world to hear. Think about Shaw Money XL, the man who helped build the G-Unit Foundation, who was publicly exiled and mocked. 50 Cent doesn't just cut you off, he erases you. He makes sure that when you leave his circle, you have nothing left, no reputation, no money, and no dignity. This is a man who turned his own son's child support into a public countdown. If he can do that to his own flesh and blood, imagine what he's capable of doing to a staff member who misses a cue during a $1 million rehearsal. Insiders have long claimed that working for 50 Cent is like walking on a thin sheet of ice in the middle of a war zone. One wrong step, one missed deadline, one mediocre performance, and you aren't just fired, you are dismantled. But this new viral video is the culmination of years of built-up pressure. For months, there have been rumors of a rebellion within his inner production team. Reports leaked that certain long-term staff members were tired of the bully tactics and were secretly looking for an exit strategy. Some even say they were in secret talks with 50's rivals, trying to sell off behind-the-scenes secrets for a payday that would set them up for life. Imagine the paranoia of a mogul who has spent his entire life being targeted. Imagine being a billionaire and realizing that the people you pay to protect your legacy might be the very ones trying to burn it down from the inside. This background sets the stage for the most explosive confrontation in hip-hop history. 50 didn't just find a mistake in the soundboard that night in Vegas. He found a betrayal. He found out that the people who were smiling in his face were allegedly plotting his downfall in private group chats. And in true 50 Cent fashion, he decided that a quiet HR meeting wasn't enough. He decided that the best way to handle this wasn't through a lawyer's office, but through a public, recorded shaming that would serve as a brutal warning to anyone else thinking of crossing the line. The tension in the G-Unit camp was already at its limit, and in this new footage, we see the moment the pressure cooker finally exploded. 50 Cent didn't just walk into that rehearsal to practice his set. He walked in to conduct an execution. The industry is currently in shock because this isn't just about a boss yelling at an employee. This is about the G-Unit method, a philosophy of fear that has kept 50 at the top while everyone around him seems to fall apart. As we dive deeper into the footage, you'll realize that the mistake they made wasn't technical. It wasn't about a microphone or a light cue. It was personal. And in the world of Curtis Jackson, personal mistakes are paid for with interest. You are about to see exactly how he uses his wealth and his words to strip a man of his professional dignity in under 60 seconds. The era of get rich or die trying has evolved into something much darker. Follow the general or be destroyed. The location, a high-security, private rehearsal space in Las Vegas, 3 days ago. The room was supposed to be empty except for the core G-Unit production team. But someone was recording. The video starts mid-sentence, and the first thing you notice is the silence. It's a silence that screams. 50 Cent is standing at the edge of the stage, dressed in a black hoodie, looking down at his head of security and his lead tour manager. The air in that room wasn't just heavy, it was suffocating. You think this is a game? 50's voice is low, vibrating with a rage that feels like a physical weight. He isn't yelling. He isn't throwing chairs. He's pacing, slow, methodical steps, like a predator who already knows the prey has nowhere to run. He points a finger toward a stack of high-end audio equipment and then back at the tour manager, a veteran the industry knows as Big Mike. I pay you to be my eyes. I pay you to be my ears. But it looks like you've been using your mouth more than anything else lately, 50 says, his eyes locked onto Mike's. The first twist? Mike, who has been with 50 through world tours and multi-million-dollar deals, tries to defend himself. He mentions that the technical delays were due to a third-party vendor and a logistics error beyond their control. That was the fatal mistake. You never give 50 Cent an excuse when he's looking for an execution. 50 Cent steps off the stage, slowly closing the distance until he is inches from Mike's face. The camera shakes as the person recording tries to stay hidden. 50 doesn't raise his voice, but what he does next is far more brutal. You're defending a vendor while you're living on my dime? 50 sneers. I know exactly what's in your bank account, Mike. I know your mortgage is 3 months behind. I know about the loan I gave you last December to keep your kids in that private school. You're out here playing boss with my employees, but you can't even balance your own checkbook without my help. The humiliation is visceral. You can see the lead engineer and the lighting tech in the background looking at the floor, literally terrified to even blink. But then comes the moment that has caused this video to shatter the internet. 50 Cent pulls out his own phone, taps the screen, and holds it up to the microphone. Since you like talking so much, let's hear what your house sounds like, 50 says. He plays a voice note. It isn't a business call. It isn't a leaked industry secret. It is a recording of Mike's own wife. In the clip, she is clearly heard complaining about 50's erratic behavior and telling Mike they need to find a way to jump ship before the G-Unit boat sinks for good. The room goes ice cold. Mike's face turns a ghostly shade of gray. This wasn't about a sound glitch or a late rehearsal. This was 50 Cent showing his entire staff that he is omnipresent. He isn't just watching the stage. He is in their homes, he is in their private lives, and he hears the whispers they thought were safe. He didn't just humiliate Mike's professional record. He dismantled his private life and his manhood in front of the very people Mike was supposed to lead. Fake leaked messages from the crew members began hitting the blogs within an hour of the footage surfacing. One message, allegedly from a lighting assistant, read, "We all wanted to quit right there, but 50 looked at us and asked who's next. We were paralyzed. It felt like we were in a cult, not a production meeting." But here's the shocking twist that makes this worse than anyone expected. As Mike stands there, broken and speechless, 50 Cent leans in and whispers one final sentence that the microphone barely catches. "I didn't find that voice note, Mike. Your friend sent it to me. Now ask yourself, who else is on my payroll?" The implication is terrifying. 50 hasn't just turned on his staff. He has turned the staff against each other. He has created a circle of informants where no one can trust the person standing next to them. Just as the video cuts off, you see 2 security guards move toward Mike, not to protect him, but to escort him out. 50 Cent turns back to the stage as if nothing happened and says, "Next track." From the top. And don't let me hear another excuse. The internet is currently in a state of absolute panic. Was Mike set up? Is there a mole inside the camp who is even closer to 50? And the most haunting question of all, if 50 Cent is willing to do this to his family, what is he planning for his actual enemies? This isn't just a viral video, it's a psychological warning shot fired across the bow of the entire music industry. The fallout from the Las Vegas rehearsal didn't just stay behind closed doors. It leaked out and set the entire digital world on fire within minutes. But as the video began to trend #1 on X and TikTok, a second, even more terrifying twist emerged that changed the entire narrative. This wasn't just a boss losing his cool over a mortgage or a voice note. The escalation reached a breaking point when a Trojan horse was discovered inside the G-Unit inner circle. As the footage continued to circulate, 50 Cent didn't go into damage control. Instead, he doubled down. He posted a cryptic image of a chessboard on Instagram with a single piece moved, the knight. The caption simply read, "I see you before you even see yourself. #gunit, #checkmate." This triggered a wave of insider leaks from burner accounts claiming to be close to the production team. One viral thread on X, which gained over 2 million views in 3 hours, dropped the real bombshell. It claimed that 50 Cent's execution of Big Mike was a calculated strike because 50 had intercepted encrypted messages between his staff and a rival mogul's legal team. The shocker? The rival wasn't just another rapper. It was reportedly a legal powerhouse representing several former G-Unit associates who are allegedly building a $100 million RICO-style civil lawsuit against 50 Cent for harassment, intimidation, and financial withholding. The industry went into a tailspin. If this is true, it means 50's own staff was being paid consultancy fees by his enemies to act as moles, recording his every move to build a case that could dismantle his billion-day empire. The humiliation we saw in the video wasn't just a personal attack. It was 50 Cent publicly burning a witness before they could ever get to a courtroom. The social media reactions have been nothing short of explosive. Rick Ross, never one to miss a chance to poke the bear, posted a video on his story laughing while walking through his garden. "The bridge is burning, and the water is full of sharks," Ross said with a smirk. When you build a house out of fear, don't be surprised when the foundation starts talking to the feds. Even Meek Mill jumped into the chaos, tweeting, "Staff or no staff, you don't play with a man's livelihood like that." 50 is Wilden, but the streets know what's up. Nobody is safe in this game anymore. But the real escalation happened when a famous celebrity lawyer, known for handling high-profile Me Too-style cases, posted a TikTok that sent shockwaves through the G-Unit fanbase. The lawyer claimed they had been contacted by 3 individuals present in that Vegas room who are now seeking protection. The lawyer's words were haunting. What you saw on that 60-second clip is just the tip of the iceberg. What happened after the camera stopped rolling is what will truly haunt the industry. We are talking about a total breach of human dignity. Rumors began to swirl that after the video cut off, 50 Cent had security bring out a literal industrial shredder and began destroying the staff members' contracts, passports, and personal hard drives right there on the stage. While these reports are unconfirmed, the fear factor has reached an all-time high. A fake Twitter thread allegedly from Mike's cousin claimed that Mike hasn't been seen or heard from since he was escorted out of the building. The question on everyone's lips shifted from "Was 50 wrong?" to "Who else is on the hit list?" If 50 Cent could dismantle a 10-year veteran like Big Mike with a single voice note, what does he have on the rest of the industry? The reveal that his staff was allegedly working as double agents has turned this into a game of psychological warfare. The second cliffhanger hit when a blurry photo surfaced of a black SUV parked outside a prominent law office in Manhattan. The license plate was partially obscured, but G-Unit sleuths quickly identified it as one of 50's private transport vehicles. Was he there to settle, or was he there to file a countersuit that would bury everyone involved? Just as the world was trying to process the mole hunt, a new notification popped up on 50's YouTube channel, a premiere for a video titled "The Real Snakes, Part 1. The countdown began, and the industry held its breath. Is 50 about to release the full, unedited files on everyone who ever crossed him? New questions are arising. Is the rival mogul someone from his past like Ja Rule, or someone much more powerful and hidden? And if Mike was the Trojan horse, who is the rider? The tension is no longer about a viral video. It's about the survival of an empire that is currently under siege from the very people who are supposed to keep it standing. The internet hasn't just exploded, it has fractured into 2 warring factions. As the Vegas footage hit every corner of the globe, the hashtag 50 Cent Exposed began battling hashtag G-Unit loyalty for the top spot on the worldwide trends. This isn't just a celebrity scandal anymore, it's a cultural war. On one side, You have the G-Unit loyalists, the fans who have been following 50 Cent since the Power days. They're flooding the comment sections of every major blog with a single, unified message. This is how a king handles snakes. For them, 50 Cent isn't a bully. He's a genius strategist who sniffed out a mole before it could destroy him. One viral comment on Instagram, with over 100,000 likes, reads, "If you're on the payroll but plotting with the enemy, you don't deserve an HR meeting. You deserve exactly what 50 gave them. Checkmate." They see this public humiliation as a masterclass in the 48 laws of power, and they are celebrating the mogul for his no-nonsense approach to corporate espionage. But on the opposite side, the backlash is becoming a tidal wave. Workers' rights groups and human rights advocates have officially entered the chat. They're calling for a total boycott of 50 Cent's liquor brands, his TV shows, and his upcoming tour dates. Major networks have started running 24-hour segments titled The Dark Side of the Mogul Mindset, using 50 as the primary example of toxic workplace culture. A prominent activist posted a video that went viral on TikTok, stating, "No amount of money or fame gives a man the right to psychologically torture his employees." What we saw on that tape was a billionaire using his wealth to strip a man of his humanity. It's disgusting and it's a crime. The industry reactions have added even more fuel to the fire. While some rappers are staying quiet out of fear, others are using this to settle old scores. Rick Ross has been on a 48-hour trolling spree, posting pictures of snake repellent and laughing at 50's crumbling empire. But the most shocking reaction came from a legendary hip-hop producer, someone 50 has called a mentor in the past. In a leaked audio clip from a private industry dinner, the producer is heard saying, "50 has finally become the very thing he used to rap against. He's the establishment now. He's the suit. And he's terrified of his own shadow. That's why he's attacking the people who eat his crumbs." The division has even reached the corporate world. Reports have surfaced that a major streaming giant, currently in a multi-million-dollar deal with G-Unit Film and Television, has called an emergency board meeting. The rumor is that they're looking for a morality clause to exit the contract because the brand damage is becoming too high. 50 Cent's response? He posted a picture of himself smoking a cigar with a caption, "The more they talk, the more the price goes up. I don't work for them. They work for me." The celebrity world is a mess. A-list stars who were seen partying with 50 last month are now quietly deleting photos and unfollowing him to avoid the PR fallout. But then, a famous NBA star, known for his own tough love coaching style, jumped in to defend 50, tweeting, "In the big leagues, there is no room for soft energy. 50 is just holding his team to a championship standard. Y'all are just too sensitive." This statement sparked a massive debate between athletes, musicians, and fans. The comment sections are a war zone of L and W emojis. But amidst all this noise, a more sinister narrative is forming. A fake leak from a popular gossip site claims that several of the humiliated staff members are preparing a joint statement that will name other high-profile celebrities who were allegedly involved in 50's underground surveillance network. The question is no longer just about 50 Cent. It's about the whole industry. Is everyone being watched? Is every rehearsal recorded? The controversy is fueling a level of paranoia that hip-hop hasn't seen since the 90s. And just as the public was choosing their sides, a new photo hit the web, a picture of Big Mike, the humiliated tour manager, walking into a federal building in Nashville. He wasn't alone. He was with two other men from the Vegas video. The statement is clear. They aren't just talking to bloggers anymore. They're talking to the authorities. The war has moved from Instagram to the legal system, and the next revelation is about to change the game forever. Hold your breath, because this is the twist that no one, not even the master of strategy, Curtis Jackson, saw coming. As the world was busy debating the morality of the humiliation video, a private investigator hired by an anonymous rival blog uncovered a secret meeting that changes the entire context of the Las Vegas execution. The tour manager, Big Mike, wasn't just talking to rival moguls. He wasn't just complaining to his wife. The person seen sitting across from the humiliated staff member in a newly leaked, high-definition photo is a former member of the G-Unit Golden Era. A man who 50 once called a brother. A man who knows exactly where every dollar is hidden, how every contract was signed, and where the metaphorical bodies are buried. This means the viral video wasn't just a boss snapping at a subordinate. It was 50 Cent realizing that a full-scale insurrection was being led by someone who used to be inside his inner circle, someone who has the keys to the kingdom. The humiliation was a desperate, last-minute attempt to burn the witness and destroy Mike's credibility before he could hand over the G-Unit black box to the authorities. But here is the real kicker. Rumors are now circulating through the industry grapevine that this former brother has a vault of recordings that 50 Cent doesn't even know exist. We aren't talking about backstage shouting matches. We're talking about private, high-level business meetings from 2005 to 2015 that could dismantle 50's entire empire in a matter of minutes. The viral video of the staff humiliation was just the opening act, a distraction to keep us from seeing the real war happening behind the scenes. The drama is far from over. In fact, the most haunting piece of evidence surfaced just hours ago. A cryptic, 5-second audio clip was uploaded to a burner SoundCloud account titled The Real Snakes. In the clip, a voice that sounds suspiciously like 50 Cent is heard saying, "If they find out about the Vegas offshore accounts, the music stops for good." 50 Cent has gone completely silent on social media for the last 24 hours, the longest radio silence in his history. Is he preparing for a legal nuclear war? Or is he, for the first time in his career, actually scared? The industry is on the verge of a Me Too moment, but specifically for the G-Unit business empire. Foreshadowing. We have heard from a high-level source that a manifesto is being prepared by the staff members involved, and it includes names of other A-list celebrities who are allegedly part of 50's private intelligence network. The countertape is real, and it's about to hit the internet. Wait until you see what happens in our next update, because the person who actually leaked the Vegas tape, it wasn't a disgruntled assistant. It was someone much closer. Someone who is still sitting in the room with 50 Cent right now. The betrayal is coming from inside the house, and the next revelation is going to be the final nail in the coffin. Do not look away. This is the most explosive situation we have ever covered, and it is moving faster than the headlines can keep up with. You have seen the video. You have seen the humiliation. Now, I want to hear from you. Whose side are you on? Is 50 Cent a genius boss protecting his kingdom from snakes, or has he finally crossed the line into madness? Drop your comments below. We are hearting the most intense reactions. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. If you don't, you're going to miss the revelation that is going to change the G-Unit legacy forever. Stay tuned, because in the world of 50 Cent, nobody is safe. We'll see you in the next one.